It's been a long time since you dropped music. So, what's the best way to come back? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel making you a more successful musician. Now, we do that through videos about music marketing, music strategy, and instructional videos just like this one. So, if you're new here and you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever new videos go live. By the way, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've talked to you. So, here we are, right? It's July. Well, now it's August of 2021. And it seems like we're still knee deep in like what feels like the longest year and a half ever. So we don't even need to rehash 2020. 2020 was like the year from hell, right? Global pandemic shut down the music industry, shut down the hospitality industry, shut down food service in many ways. And we're kind of slowly coming back, right? We got festivals. Festivals are returning again, even though they're really just in the news for like dropping this one artist. But festivals are back. Outside is open again, right? And fans are hungry for new music. But if you're like me, maybe the pandemic wasn't nice to you. Maybe you decided to take a break during the pandemic. Maybe it's been a really long time since you've engaged your fan base. Well, if that's you, then what's the best way to come back? How do you ensure that you have maximum impact? How do you ensure that when you come back, the fans still love you, you're still able to connect to new fans, and you're able to be successful, whatever your definition of success is? Well, I've got 3 tips on how to return from an extended hiatus so that you can be your best self and be the most impressive, right? Have the maximum impact with your music. So the first tip for coming back from a hiatus is really simple. Don't come back unless you're ready. We don't want to half step, right? Because here's the reality. Your fans probably aren't fans anymore, right? Now, I'm sure you have some diehards. You've got, your super fans who will support anything you do, no matter how long it takes, right? But most people, you're out of sight, you're out of mind. If you haven't dropped a song in their Spotify recently, then you're as good as dead to them, right? And so you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're putting your best foot forward. And one mistake that artists tend to make is we tend to emulate the things that the bigger artists do, right? If I'm a hip hop artist, then maybe I feel like I can be like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or Drake, where I drop a project and I don't say anything to anyone for 3 years. And when I come back, the fans still gonna love me, man. They'll still love me, right?
The fans still gonna love me, man?
Maybe or maybe not. One thing that we tend to forget as independent musicians is that these major artists, the artists at the top of the game, they have access to billions of dollars worth of media capital. They can turn this media machine on and off at will. They can tell fans what to think. You and I, independent artists, we don't really have that luxury. So you want to put your best foot forward, because if you say, hey, I'm coming back on October 13th, and then October 13th comes and there's no album, they're not going to wait for you like they're waiting for Kanye right now. They're just not. So you want to make sure that you do not come back until you're ready. And there's a few things you can do to make sure you're ready. Stockpile your music, stockpile visuals. While you're not showing things to the public just yet, stay in the studio. Just stay there. You want to put out a single? Cool, but record 4 more songs, just in case that single takes off and you need to follow it up with something. So stockpile your music, stockpile your visuals, and when you want to go ahead and get an end game in mind, right? When you come back, are you coming back just to drop 1 single? Are you coming back to drop a single and eventually drop an album? Are you coming back because you want some type of award, some type of accolades? Have an end game in mind. Have a goal in mind so that you know when you've reached it. So that's the first tip. Don't come back unless you are absolutely ready. Now, The second thing you want to do is once you come back, you want to make as much noise as you can. Like I said, these major label artists, the guys at the top of the game, they've got all the access to all the media and they can control narratives all day long. People like you and I don't have that luxury unless you've got money to spend on a PR team. You got to hit the ground. So how do you make noise? Well, make sure you have content. Make sure you have videos. Make sure you have visuals. Make sure you have images to put on Instagram to flood your social media with, right? You don't want to just blow it all on release day, but you want to have content stockpiled. When you're creating your content, think about what you're going to use for ads. Think about what you're going to use as just general promo. Think about what you're going to use to engage your fans on a weekly basis who are already signed up to your email list. You want to make as much noise as possible. So stockpiling content is one way to do that. Another way to do that is to blitz the media. Reach out to any and everyone who you think will talk to you, who has an audience that may resonate with your music. Submit yourself to podcasts. Submit yourself for radio interviews. Submit yourself to local press. I've got a whole guide on how to cold pitch yourself to press via email. So check that out. It's in the description below. But there are so many like the avenues that you can take. Like I said, everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's got a YouTube channel. So really take some time to brainstorm and think about who you can talk to that can put you in front of new people. You want to make as much noise as possible because it's going to do two things. First, that's going to get new fans. It's going to find new people and bring them into your wheelhouse. And the people who were your fans before, the people who probably have forgotten about you, they'll keep seeing you because they didn't unfollow you, that you just stopped showing up. So when you make as much noise as possible, all of a sudden you're seeing them again. They're seeing you over and over again. They remember what they liked about you the first time, and now all of a sudden they're re-engaged. So you want to make sure that you're making as much noise as possible. So don't just think about what song you can drop. Think about what song you can drop. Think about how you can tease the artwork. Think about who you can talk to about the song. Think about playlists that you can pitch to. Think about TikTok influencers that can use your music. Think about different dance challenges that you can do with your music. Think about all of it because you're going to need all of it to keep people's attention. It's just hard to come by these days. Now, the last tip I have for you is do not leave until you accomplish your goal. Listen, you've been gone for a year and a half. You've been gone for a long time, right? I have been gone for a long time. Y'all haven't seen these videos regularly in a while, right? You want to make sure that you don't leave again until you accomplish your goal. Now, your goal can be a certain number of fans. It could be a certain number of followers on Spotify. It could be certain awards or media presence, certain accolades. I can't determine that goal for you. You got to determine that in the beginning, and that's why we talked about it in step 1. But you don't want to leave until you accomplish that goal, because here's the real deal. When you leave, there's no guarantee that they'll accept you again. There's no guarantee that you stepping out this time is going to go well. And if it does happen to be going well, there's no guarantee that the next time will go well either, right? Unless you are constantly engaging your fans. So do not leave until you have accomplished every goal that you set out for, right? You want to get your song on the Billboard charts? Then you hit the ground running. You make sure that you're hitting up all those press outlets. You make sure you have a contest with your fans. Like, look, we need to get this top spot on iTunes. You got to hit that goal, because if you don't hit it this time, who's to say you'll get another opportunity later on, right? So again, I'm talking to you guys about how to come back from a hiatus, but I've been on a bit of a hiatus of my own. The pandemic was crazy. My wife got pregnant. We had a baby. She was born premature, right? She's been in the hospital. Now she's home. And now finally, I'm in a space where I feel like I've got something to offer you guys again. And I got goals. I got real goals. So while I was away, we hit 22,000 subscribers. That's insane. Like, that's a lot of people. I think we might even be at 23,000 now. That's a lot of people. I got a goal, though. I want to make sure that before I ever take an extended break again, I want to hit 50K. How can we double this audience, right? The most likely answer is going to be more videos. More videos, more videos, more videos. And I can't leave you guys until I do it, right? Set goals for yourself. Set an end game. Of course, 50,000 is not where we're going to stop. I don't want to stop doing this until I've helped a million musicians make it on their own, right? That'd be awesome. A million seems like a crazy, unattainable number, but it's possible. And it's something that keeps me moving towards a goal. What's your goal? Right? Because like I said, if you drop this baton, if you drop this ball, I'm watching the Olympics, my bad. If you drop this ball, there's no guarantee you'll be able to pick it up again. So make the most out of the opportunity that you have with your music. Yes, last year was whack. Last year was whack, but you came out of last year with new music. You came out of last year with good experiences, maybe some bad experiences, but you have good stories that you can tell through your music, right? You've got something special, but you got to make sure the world sees it, right? Don't give up. Make sure you see it through. So if you're on a hiatus and you're about to end it, again, 3 things. Don't come back until you are ready. Make sure that you've got your footage stockpiled. Make sure your songs are the best they can be. Make sure that you're in a space mentally where you can handle the pressure and the newfound attention that you're going to get, right? So don't come back until you're ready to come back. Make sure you make as much noise as you can, right? Turn up like it's the last chance you have, because there's no guarantee that people are going to see you. You want to make sure that you're engaging the old fans and getting new fans as well. So make as much noise as you can, and make sure that you do not leave again until you accomplish your goal. You don't want to look back at this time period and be like, man, if I had just done a little bit more. Nah, we're not leaving anything on the table. We're not leaving anything out on the floor. We got to make this happen. So that was my pep talk. That's how you can take advantage of all the opportunities in front of you and make sure that when you come back from this hiatus, you're actually really capitalizing on it. So, I mean, that's it for today's video. If you have questions about what you can do to come back, what a good marketing strategy is, what a good content strategy is, hit me up in the comments below, or we can even schedule some time to talk if you're really down. So hit me up. Hope got this video was helpful for you. And if not, that's cool, man. I got a whole playlist. I got over 170 videos on this channel that should help you reach your music business goals. But if you have a specific question, let me know down below. I'll see you in another one very soon. Until then, be safe, be well, keep dreaming, and work hard to make those music business dreams your reality. Peace.